Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word-of-mouth advertising is just so powerful, so if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Just as a friendly reminder to the audience, we put out a new show every single Monday, so make sure you give that notification bell a nice tap. Give it a nice tap so you don't miss a show. Also, we are doing laughter therapy here on this show. We got a lot of military members who struggle with everyday life after service, and we're just here to share a laugh and remember the good times. Also, if you like what we're doing here and you want to keep us rolling, don't be shy about sending in your stories.
Yeah, give us your stories, bitch. And if you haven't texted your military friends in a while, shoot them a message, hit them up on socials, and have them send us their stories too, bitch.
Joining me today is the man who wears a jeweler's loop to watch porn. Call sign Buttons. Buttons, thanks for being on the show today, man.
I'm happy to be here, but what the fuck is a jeweler's loop?
It's like one of those little monocle type things that the jewelers wear to get a really good visual on.
I do need that.
You needed to watch puppets, fuck!
No, I needed to see myself.
I'm not Googling that.
What the fuck? He watches puppets. This is what I've heard.
Just call me Mr. Peanut.
Oh my God.
Also joining us today is the man who taught me that as long as you stick a pickle in it, it's healthy. Call sign Kronk. Kronk, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Hey, Buttons, he said put out.
He did. He did.
Also joining us today is the man who gets in a full-on sumo squat to shave his ass hair. Call sign Cheeks. Cheeks, thanks for being on the show today, man.
I've hung up the razor, honestly. I've found that they have a sensitive nair that you can use nowadays. I used the full-blown, like, regular kind one time, but don't do that. You need to use the sensitive stuff.
So do you do, like, toilet tissue, or do you just get, like, one of those toilet scrubber brushes?
I usually use my wife's hand towels, the ones that she...
Oh, my God. I just get this picture of Cirque du Soleil in their bathroom with a bottle of Nair.
I always hang it back up on the stove when I'm done with it. I don't know what she gets all mad about.
The stove?
Yeah, that's where the decorative towel goes. It goes on the stove. I'm not allowed to use that one.
That's where the magic happens.
Full of your ass hair all over the stove.
Maybe that's why she's upset about it.
Make sure you use the right stuff so you don't turn your brown eye into a red eye.
Or I could just bleach it. Remember, guys, when you're wading through your ass hair to get a nice clean bunghole, don't forget to spread your cheeks and not hate.
Hell yeah.
Better run through the jungle.
So I've got our first story here, and it's an Army story.
All right, what you got, man?
So this is the story from a captain's perspective. So we've got an 03, and he's a company commander.
Nice officer story.
It is,
So
yes.
it won't be funny.
So this captain gets a phone call in the middle of the night. Okay, nobody ever likes to get fucking woken up in the middle of the night, first of all.
That's a bad sign.
It's way worse when you're a leader and you're being woken up in the middle of the night.
Right.
Because you know it's a big deal.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they don't make that phone call in the middle of the night to say, hey, you're up for the next promotion, or, you know, it's always something bad.
I'm going to start calling people at 2 a.m. with good news. I'm going to change the dynamic of this.
Don't call me at 2 in the morning.
I'm doing it. So
I'm being bullied here at 2 in the morning. I'm just going to let you know now.
I'm going to keep calling till your do not disturb doesn't work. So this captain gets woke up in the middle of the night by a phone call, and the female on the other end says, hey, sir, we've got a soldier and he's in the ER.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like never good, right? Well, the captain asks the female, like, hey, I need you to give me the details. And she's like, I really don't want to give you the details on this one.
Oh, this ought to be good.
He's like, can you just read this? So she had to send him an email or something, like, with the details of it,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just going to wait till the next day. Like, you're going to have to read it yourself, something like that.
So Captain reads it, and he's like, God damn it. I have to brief this the next day to the fucking colonel. So he goes in, lets the colonel know. He's like, hey, sir, I gotta give you this info. Colonel's like, all right, go ahead and read it. Sir, you know, I really don't want to read this one to you out loud. The colonel takes this opportunity. He's like, oh, no, you're fucking reading it to me. So he pulls out the paper, and he's like, well, sir, we have a soldier who was with his spouse last night, and they were engaging in some kind of sexual activity with a penis enlargement product. And in parentheses next to it, it says penis pump.
Always good information to share with your colonel.
So the captain's like, so, sir, it says here that he overstimulated his member and ruptured the tip of it.
Giving your dong a hernia.
Oh my God.
He pumped his dick so much it exploded.
That would be the over pump.
Can you imagine?
No, I don't want to imagine.
See, I blame the manufacturer for this because how could they not have directions? on
I'm
this?
sure they did. That fucking guy didn't read them, though.
I mean, like, do you know how like they have on the cars? They have like the tire pressure gauges and stuff like that. How do they not install that into a penis
How many
pump?
penis pumps come with a PSI warning? You know what I mean? I don't know where this is going.
Well, probably not many of them, but they should.
I'm here to pump you up.
This model's called the Arnold. That story, I mean, as horrific as it is,
Yes,
it's not funny for the soldier,
I
but
feel bad for that guy.
yeah.
Yeah, so do we.
From the captain and colonel's perspective, that's hilarious. The fact that the colonel probably already knew what was coming still made him read that shit out loud.
You know that guy is sitting there going, why do I keep asking?
Look, I'll just go ahead and say this. If you can get your captain and your colonel to talk about your dick, I look at that as an absolute win.
Actually, yeah, that is a win-win right there.
Now, is this where the story ends? Because I want to know if he's okay. Like, did they fucking repair his...
Yeah.
Dick?
I'm sure that they can repair.
I
they
hope
just
so.
put it all back in.
He
What, do they
wears-
take a skin graft from your forehead or what?
So they have a product out there. We've talked about it on the show. It's called a penis sleeve. If you're unfamiliar, go back. I forget what episode it was, but it's basically a cock you put over your cock.
I'm not Googling that.
Yeah, that doesn't help me. Like, I mean, I need to know for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Hey, boys, we found where the story was originated. Let me see your dick buttons.
You've already
I did
seen it
hear
before.
that there's certain cosmetic surgeons that can transmit your foreskin into eyelids to give you that like younger look.
Get out.
What are
Get
you
out.
talking about? What? You can't kick me off my own
Foreskin to
show.
forehead.
I said eyelids.
Whatever.
Foreskin to
It's close enough to the forehead.
Okay, sorry.
What is happening?
Yeah, we went to fluttering eyelids. God knows where this is going.
All I know is from this store, what I've learned is that if you're going to use something to augment your sexual life, you should probably read the instructions.
Yeah, that's probably good advice. Like I said, I feel bad for that soldier, but still,
Womp womp.
yeah.
There was one time, I do kind of have a pretty loud outdoor voice.
You don't say.
I don't need a microphone in here.
Yeah,
But,
he's in the hallway right now.
I'm back in the bathroom in stall number 2.
Hell yeah.
I mean, even in a bar, you can tell I'm in there without even being able to see me.
Yeah,
You can
you're
usually
9
hear
feet
me
tall.
long before you can hear or see me.
You're a giant, man.
We were out there.
You look like Sloth from the Goonies. It's not your voice.
we were at White Sands, New Mexico. It wasn't just any electronic shop semi-truck trailer. It was my electronic shop semi-truck trailer.
Okay.
They're supposed to take it up and set up my communication stations up on top of one of the mountains there in White Sands,
Okay.
which is about 2 miles away from the base camp, plus the altitude of however tall this little Mount Elephant thing was.
Mount Elephant.
I think that's what it was called.
That's what the guy's penis was called.
Yeah.
After the explosion.
After the explosion.
It's overinflation.
before the skin graft.
Because it now looks like the Elephant Kid.
Well, we had one of the kids driving this thing up there, and it wasn't like he was new or nothing. He's pretty well versed in driving a semi and everything. Well, he's backing it up, and the back doors had already gone over where the cliff was.
Oh, no.
So you just see this.
I do. And
Breaking Bad.
The tires to the trailer are getting ready to go over the edge. And I was like, hey! Apparently, my voice carried so far down to that base camp that they were like, was that Kronk that just said that?
Oh, no.
And
So they knew your voice.
They knew my voice.
From a
so
distance.
they actually got on the radio and said, is something going on up there that we need to be aware of? And they're like, I think Kronk's going to throat punch somebody. Hold on.
They're setting up trampolines for the body you're about to throw over the cliff.
They would not let it go until I got on that radio and they heard my voice saying that I hadn't murdered somebody.
So they fucking heard you 2 miles away.
2 miles away and up on top of a mountain.
Man, I mean, obviously in like when there's nothing around, your voice carries, but still 2 miles.
2 miles away.
That's a poke, man.
Did the guy stop backing up?
Oh, he literally, I'm pretty sure he crapped his pants. He's probably still crapping his pants today.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he ran you over.
Well, when I came up to the driver's side, I mean, I opened that door. He had already scurried over to the passenger side. I was getting ready to jump and possibly parachute off the side of the mountain. But yeah, I've got
nice.
a bunch of White Sands, New Mexico stories too.
Hell yeah.
We can't wait to hear them.
We'll be right back with more Cammo Comedy after a quick word from our sponsor. Stay tuned.
With Just the Tip Tactical, Just the Tip has never felt so good. Their top-notch muzzle brakes tame your rifle's recoil, keeping you locked on target and grinning like you just hit the bullseye in more ways than one. Say goodbye to kick and hello to faster follow-up shots. Check them out today at justthetiptactical.com. That's justthetiptactical.com. Whether you're looking to improve your rifle or just want some cool apparel with an eye-catching logo, go now to justthetiptactical.com. That's justthetiptactical.com. Enter promo code WOLF, that's WOLF, for 15% off. You can't beat that. And when you patronize the companies that sponsor us, it helps us pay the bills over here. So thank you for supporting the businesses that support us. Patriot Mobile. If you haven't made the switch yet, then what are you waiting for? For years, Patriot Mobile has stood on the principle that freedom is worth fighting for. These guys are legit and staunchly pro-military. Patriot Mobile supports all kinds of pro-military causes to include Warrior Rising, Folds of Honor, Boot Campaign, Tunnel to Towers, Soldier Strong, and Carry the Load. So don't support those big companies that don't got your back. Make the switch to Patriot Mobile today. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aaron, I like my coverage, and I don't want to drive to a shop and go through the hassle of switching my service. Well, good news. Patriot Mobile has better coverage because it's one of the only providers that can give you coverage on any of the 3 major networks. And it's not a hassle to sign up. Just call their U.S.-based customer service line at 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-728-7468. Or just click the link in the description and sign up. It usually only takes about 15 minutes using an eSIM, and you don't have to drive anywhere. Now, if you're locked into a contract, not to worry, because Patriot Mobile has a buyout program of up to $500 per device. So call today, 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-728-7468. Or just click the link in the description and make sure you use the promo code WOLF, that's WOLF, for 1 free month of service. Okay, let's get back into the show.
All right. Well, I guess I've got the next story.
All right, what you got, Buttons?
I've got another personal story because I know everybody loves my personal stories.
Is this one about the penis pump?
You already told that one. Okay. Some people may find it funny because it is someone's personal misfortune.
God, I hope it's your misfortune.
It is. It is. And it's maybe not even so much misfortune, but just me being fucking stupid.
Then I know I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Anything that's you getting bullied, Cheeks is going to be smiling. He's going to be spreading.
You wait until you hear who I got bullied by. So I'm brand new to Fort Bragg, right? I'm not brand new to the Army,
Yes,
but
Fort Bragg story.
I've gone through reception, and we're with our new parent units, and my unit was already in Iraq, so we were getting ready to go over. So we're going through all that pre-deployment processing, and they're pushing us through real quick. But a guy that I went through reception with, we decided one night that we wanted to go out, right? And we weren't real familiar with the area yet because we hadn't been there for like 2-3 weeks maybe. And so we went to the on-post enlisted club.
Oh, boy.
So we went to the enlisted club, and we were just, having a couple beers, whatever. And I drove. I had my Mustang down there. For those who know me, I have an old Mustang that I love dearly. And so I had it there with me. And went down to the enlisted club, Sports USA, I think is what it was called at the time. I think it's changed names now, but we're there, and we end up meeting a couple of females. And
nice.
They were chatting with us, and they said, "Hey, we want to go to this bar that was off post. It was over in Spring Lake, and not familiar with the area." We're like, "Well, all right." And they said, "Well, we can ride with you guys." And we said, "Okay." So we're walking out to my car.
Whores. I was going to say, what kind of girls are these?
The only kind that Buttons can find.
The enlisted club.
I honestly don't know if they were in the military or if they were wives. We never made it that far, and you'll hear why here in a second.
Oh, wow. This is almost coming out to be a cheek story.
Yeah, so we're walking out to my car, and one of the girls...
I was the female.
One of the girls, as we're walking up, goes, "Ooh, I love Mustangs." And I was like, all right, I got something for you. And so we get in the car, and we're heading off post, and we get on All-American Freeway. Now, Kronk, you may be familiar with All-American Freeway.
Very familiar with it.
So you come off of this spot, and you kind of go through this clamshell where it's a kind of a checkpoint. And I think to myself, being very new to Fort Bragg, hey, I'm off post.
Yeah.
So I get on it, right? And I downshift, and I'm hauling ass. And I'm like, all right, this girl likes Mustangs. I'm going to show off a little bit, right?
Right. Try to seal the deal.
Yeah,
On Fort Bragg's biggest speed trap. I can't wait to hear where this story goes.
Again, 3 weeks at division. I'm brand new. I don't know this.
Fucking noob.
So I'm hauling ass. I got it probably up to about 130.
God, holy crap.
I was actually slowing down and didn't see until the lights turned on behind me.
Yep.
The MP was sitting in the median between two big bushes with his lights completely off.
See, that's entrapment.
So I don't think it counts the same way for the military. So
I'm just kidding.
So I pull over, right? And he walks up, and I think it was another private. Like, I'm a PFC at this point, right? PFC Buttons. So he walks up and he starts asking me questions. I don't remember, specifics, but, it was probably why I pulled you over, all that kind of stuff. He clocked me at 97 in a 55.
You caught me at a great time.
You got those brakes working, didn't you?
He did catch me at a great time because, like I said, I probably got it up to about 130 and was slowing down when he clocked me. I could have been way fucking worse off.
I bet you looked so cool, though.
Not really. Because what happened was...
There was squeals of delight from the back seat.
He gave me a field sobriety test, and I had to blow and all that stuff. And
blow him or blow?
No, into the.
No, that's the field sobriety test I give you, Aaron.
Some of this information has not been told to some of my family members who may listen to this, so I apologize in advance. But I blew a .06, so I was very, very close.
Don't
and
drink
I probably
and drive,
should not have been driving. Yes, that's the whole point of this story.
Did you do a fucking dancing jig when you blew the 06? Like,
no. But
backflip and all.
Yeah. But I did mentally here in a little bit when we get to that part of the story, right? So because it was 47 in a 55 and it was, 42 miles an hour over the speed limit? Not 47, not 97 in a 55, 42 miles an hour over the speed limit. I got arrested and they towed my car.
Ah, shit.
And my buddy who was with me was like, hey, just let me take the car, I'll drive it back. And they were like, nope, not going to do it. So not only did they arrest me and tow my car, but also the people that were in my car now had to find another ride to go where they needed to go. And I got towed off in the back of an MP's car and taken to the post provost marshal, right?
Oh, shit.
Where at 2 o'clock, where at 2 o'clock in the morning, like we said, nothing happens good. Yeah. They called the sergeant first class who was on rear detachment to come get me.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
You're so fucked.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. There's more to this story.
Oh.
So he comes and picks me up. He doesn't really say a word. To his credit, I really probably deserved a serious ass chewing because that was fucking stupid. But he picks me up. The next morning, I have to go stand in front of this master sergeant who is the rear detachment, NCOIC. He's reading me the riot act. And once the keys to my car, I was like, that's not going to happen. I'm not giving you the keys to my fucking car. So I called my dad.
They're
and I was
impound.
Like, yeah, I called my dad and I was like, Dad, you got to come down and pick up the car. This guy wants the keys. I'm not giving them to him. I got in trouble. This is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Not only that, the master sergeant now tells me that I have to go speak with division sergeant majors that Monday.
That's never a good feeling.
No. So I show up that Monday in division sergeant, the division headquarters, and there is a line of people outside division sergeant major's head.
Well, at least you're in good company.
Well, I was in good company, and I started feeling a lot better about myself because every person, I could hear what was going on. Every fucking person that went in that office that morning was there for a DUI.
Oh.
Everyone. And the division sergeant major was asking them all, what's it read on the division sign out front, right? And the division sign out front was always about safety and things, and, don't drink and drive, don't be stupid, all that kind of stuff, right? None of them knew, so they all had to run from division headquarters all the way out front. It was probably a good quarter to half a mile from division headquarters to the front of the building where the sign was. So they all had to run all the way out there. So I started listening, and I'm memorizing this shit, right? I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker ain't gonna make me go run, because I am gonna fucking have this memorized by the time I get in. He's gonna ask me, and I'm gonna be like, boom, what now, Sergeant Major? So
What a great plan.
yeah, no.
And freshly pressed BDUs.
It didn't turn out that way. So he calls me into the office, right? It's my turn after 3 or 4 people ahead of me. And he calls me in, and he's got all the information. He's like, hey, PFC Buttons, what the fuck were you doing? And
Driving.
I said, I was speeding, Sergeant Major, and I have no excuse. And he's like, how long you been in division? And I was like, 3 weeks, Sergeant Major. And he says, so 2 weeks ago, you were sitting in that fucking auditorium when I told you, don't drink and drive, don't speed, don't do stupid shit. And I said, Roger, Sergeant Major. He said, what the fuck makes you think that was a good idea? And it was, he read me the riot act, dude, and basically told me I was a disgrace to the uniform, and if he had it his way, he'd kick me the fuck out of the Army.
Damn.
Yeah, that was PFC Button's sobering wake-up moment, like, hey, dipshit, don't be fucking retarded. So it doesn't end there, right? I get my punishment. At this point, I'm flagged and barred for 6 months. I'm not allowed to drive on post for a year. All kinds of stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know this, though, at the time. So I get to Iraq, right? I get through all the pre-deployment processing. They ship me out. I'm in Iraq. My platoon sergeant comes into my room one day, and we had rooms where we had like 4 or 5 guys in a room. He comes into my room, and he goes, hey, Buttons, did you get in trouble back at Fort Bragg? And I was like, well, not that I remember. Not that I remember,
elaborate?
And he goes,
Which time?
Which thing is it?
It's a trap.
He goes, well, you're flagged right now for the next 6 months. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did. I got a speeding ticket while I was there. And he goes, a speeding ticket? How fucking fast were you going? And I said, well, I was going 97 and a 55 on All-American. And he literally laughed and walked out of the room. He came in to ask me this because they were trying to promote me. I was due my specialist.
Yeah.
He was trying to promote me, and I couldn't get promoted because I was a fucking retard. So the whole point of the story is, not only did I never saw that girl again. Right? I never saw her again.
Impressed?
I guess she wasn't. I wouldn't be impressed either if the dude fucking got arrested and I had to find my own ride.
Must have been
some
the
girls
puppet
are
porn.
into that.
Squeals of delight.
It's not the puppet porn.
Nothing about that. None of it was worth it. So the point of the story is take heed from my own misfortunes and stupid decision making. Don't fucking drink and drive. Don't speed, and especially with other people in the car.
Yeah.
Like it was
Somebody's
fucking stupid.
wife.
So yeah, it very well may have been. I don't know, and I'm glad I don't. I guess at this point.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
All right, so I got the next story. We've got ourselves a Navy story. And this story is going back to the early 1960s. Now, this story takes place on a destroyer ship. And this story is set when this destroyer ship is actually on a blockade. So the mission of this blockade was they were supposed to sit in the mouth of a harbor and make sure no ships came in the harbor, right? As you can well imagine, these guys are sitting out there for days and days and days. Not a lot's going on, right? Well, there was also an additional problem here. They were in some very heavily shark-infested waters. Now, the way that this destroyer ship was set up, the deck of the ship was actually about 4 foot away from the water. So this was kind of a growing concern. So there's a group of Navy guys that are just enjoying chow one day at the galley, and in walks the captain of the ship. The captain of the ship kind of comes up to a group of guys and says, "Hey, boys! What do you say we liven things up around here a little bit?" So the guys are like, "I'm listening," right? They're like, "Okay."
Please tell me more.
Right. So they're like, "Well, Captain, what do you suggest?" The captain says, "Follow me." So the captain marches straight on down to the gunner's mate and checks out an M1 Grand. Good old 30-06, right?
This is a fucking trap. They're going to have to clean something.
So the captain of the ship says, "We're going to go shark hunting."
What?
We're going to go, yes.
That's
we're gonna
way
go,
better than cleaning something.
yeah,
right.
way better.
We're going to go hunting for sharks.
That's
right?
fucking awesome.
Hey, Cheeks, shark-infested waters, we're bored, M1 Grand.
I'm in,
All we're
dude.
missing is that M80.
I'm fucking in.
So the guys kind of start brainstorming a little bit here and thinking like, okay, so what are we supposed to do with sharks after we shoot them? For those of you in the audience who might not know, sharks are going to eat just about anything. So if there's dead shark carcasses in the water, that's going to attract additional sharks. So they kind of start spitballing ideas a little bit here. One of the guys says, well, we could clean them up a little bit and sell the jaws. And then the captain's like, I like that plan, right? So
This is quickly turning into a black market operation.
well, I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, no!
Because one of the guys are thinking like, okay, so how exactly do we justify this? And so the guys are kind of thinking there for a second. They say, I know. Why don't we sell the shark jaws and then we'll donate the proceeds to the Navy Relief Fund? And the captain of the ship says, bingo, I like that. So the captain of the ship goes off and he gets on the horn to higher headquarters and he actually gets approval, lets them know everything that they're going to be doing. They're saying like they're having problems with sharks and stuff like that. So higher headquarters says, green light. By all means, go have at it, right?
We're having problems with sharks. You mean they're just swimming around your enormous ship? What, are they taunting you? Are they talking shit?
Well, like I said before, the deck of the ship is only about 4 foot away from the water.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of a concern.
Yeah, you don't want to dangle your feet in the water there.
Or your penis pump or, whatever.
All right.
Ruptured penis.
So they actually had a pretty sophisticated operation going on. So I would imagine they took turns, but one of the sailors would man the M1, right? And they actually had some boatswain mates that had a whaleboat that they had standing by. Now, for those of you in the audience who might not know, whaleboat is just what they refer to as like a little motorboat that they have on these bigger ships, right? So
It's a canoe.
yeah, they have a tactical canoe.
Heavily armed tactical canoe.
They have a tactical canoe standing by.
Pretty sure there's a 50 cal mounted on it.
Twin 50 cal.
Twin 50 cals.
He's coming right at us.
He's coming right for us.
It was a little bit like that because one of the sailors would kind of wait for, a shark to get a little frisky and then they would blast him. Then they would send the guys down in the whaleboat and they would go out and kind of collect the carcass and they would hook it up and then they would hoist it onto the deck of the ship. Right? So then they had another group of guys that started preparing it, just like cleaning the shark and getting the jaws ready to resell, for the Navy Relief Fund, right? So they were out there all day. They actually even landed a mako shark. Now, I will go ahead and point out that these only hit the endangered species list in 2019. So back in the 60s, this was fine. However, the captain of the ship says, that motherfucker's mine.
The reason they're on the endangered species list is because of these people.
Yeah, maybe they were just harassing the Navy a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they were, like I said, they were out there for a long time. They got a few sharks, right? And then they cleaned them up. And then the next time they pulled into port, they actually took the jaws over to sell at the PX. And they made about $500, which back in the early 1960s was a lot of money. And, they were true to their word. They ended up donating the money to the Navy Relief Fund and all that kind of stuff. And they had a motherfucking blast. Like they had, how many times do you get to go shark hunting? But what a unique story, though.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
You see, Cheeks, this is how we do it. When we get these great ideas, we donate whatever we're going to think we're going to make to some charity fund like the Navy Relief and then get approval.
Yeah.
Now, can I have my M80s?
Right?
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love that story. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Story.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways you can contribute.
First and foremost, tell someone about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you helping us out.
If you have any funny military stories of your own or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. And if you're not too good at the internet, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146.
Yeah, and if you want to interact with us throughout the week, hit me up on my socials, Facebook and Instagram. Just look up callsign Cheeks.
We have a lot of big plans for this show. In building this community to support veterans, we will announce here soon. So stay tuned. All right. I'm going to go enjoy a nice pasta salad with a little mayonnaise later.
Okay, first of all, mayonnaise?
Why do you always have a problem with the way I talk?
There's a way you're supposed to say the word, Aaron.
Mayonnaise?
That's not it.
Panache.
That's not fucking it, Aaron. That's not...
wading through your ass hair.
And remember, God. So yeah,
if you
guys.
get flushed, does your eyelid get hard?
Probably. I mean, that's how you cure crabs, from what I was told.
So this one may not be. Well, some people might find it funny because it's someone else's misfortune, or maybe.
Oh, sorry.
We just had a crotch rocket run by.
Yeah. Sometimes
Ours are a little more sensitive, so we hear it.
That was my crotch.
Okay.
It's calmed down now.
Sorry, Buttons. Go ahead.
It doesn't end there.
Well, in your defense, there is a certain part of the All-American Freeway that is a nice straightaway.
It really is. It was literally right out of the clamshell. I got just outside the clamshell, and I dropped it 2 gears and got on it. I was hammering it, dude. And I think, what is it? The roads that run over, God, I can't remember the names of them now, but it was only like the second road up. I got up to 130 and was slowing down by that second road. So
Should have ran.
That
That would have definitely helped your predicament.
I think about that every once in a while. I'm like, I probably could have, because I was already moving. All I had to do was drop it a gear, and I'd have been back up to 130.
Oh, you would have been impressing people in the back seat, trust me.
Yeah. The back seat of the MP car after I got spike stripped and fucking killed everybody.